Hello, my beautiful lovelies. My name is Janessa-Belle, and today I'm here to tell you a message that your angels really want you to know. And then I'm using the Rose Oracle deck and the Animal Messages deck that I have. So, right off the jump, before I even get into using any of the cards, the vibe that I'm getting is that there are people around you. And I said this in my last video as well. So there's kind of this lingering energy of like other people's stuff being your stuff, and like you allowing other people to carry their shit into your shit, making your shit a bigger pile of shit, if that makes any sense. Like you have a lot of extra weight on your shoulders that doesn't need to be there. So my videos are timeless, of course, so whatever time you're seeing this, it's probably, it's a good time for you to be watching this. But I did want to mention that if you are watching this video when it first uploads, we are moving into the season of Aquarius. It's literally January 18th right now, and on the 20th the sun moves into the sign of Aquarius. So with that being said, Aquarius is a very innovative, expressive, expansive, inventive energy. So with our sun moving into that sign, I think it is trying to propel us to kick out the stuff that we don't need anymore. And I say this in a lot of my videos, but it's true, especially because 2024 literally just started. I think that the first few weeks of 2024, and like I said, my videos are timeless. You may even be in a time right now, if you're watching this later, that you're just in a season of, I'm done with the bullshit and I'm ready to just like move on with my life and do better things with my life. Maybe like with a job or with romance. It's really strongly what I'm feeling. Like you have people around you, either in your work atmosphere or in your relationship atmosphere, that not only do they not want to see you win because they're not winning, but they're kind of like envious of you winning because they wanted to win so bad that they probably did some sneaky stuff behind your back or said some things behind your back to throw other people off about you or make your reputation kind of seem different than what it actually is. So we're going to get down to the bottom of that. But that is just the overall kind of vibe that I'm feeling. It's just you're coming out of your shell, because in my readings I usually like talking about the future is relative, because it doesn't matter what I say or what the cards say. The future is up to you. Like it's literally up to your every single decision of how your outcome of your future is. So no matter what I sit here and tell you what's going to happen, it's up to you and your mind to decide what you're going to do moving forward, how you handle yourself in other situations moving forward. So on my channel, when I do readings, I more like to talk about the present energy and how you can move forward and what can help you going forward in these situations that may be a little bit annoying or tough. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for protecting this reading. Thank you, Mother Isis, for guiding me. Thank you, Spirit Guides that love unconditionally. What do these people got going on in their everyday life that they may need to hear about? What situations are holding them back? Okay, I'll take this one and this one. Leave those for a second. So, release the petals. What did I say? I'm going to show you this one because I swear I couldn't make this shit up if I tried. Release the petals. Transformation, death and rebirth, shedding, all change. Couldn't make it up if I tried. What did I tell you? The next one says, the lineage of the rose, moved by the goddess, here for this, soul call and gather. And then you have the thorn, protection, boundaries, and clear communication. I'm going to show you these two as well, just so you guys can see the pictures. Beautiful cards too. So yeah, so we're going to start with release the petals because that's what literally makes the most sense to me. All of this together makes sense. So like I said, you are changing. And, I always say this on my channel, we change all the time. It's inevitable, especially if, you're somebody like me, and a lot of people that watch my channel are like this. You're very determined, you're very driven, you're very goal oriented. No matter what has to happen, you're going to meet these goals that you set for yourself. And a majority of the time, it's because you have a bigger dream and you have this this fire in you that pushes you to move forward no matter what's going on in your life. So I feel like even though there's a rough patch you're going through right now, or there's something like happening prominently that is taking a toll on your spiritual or emotional health, it's a very trying time to be able to go through this and still hold yourself to this calling that you have, this passion that you have, this drive that you have. And this is something even with me, like when I'm going through something and it makes me sad or whatever, I literally think about all the times that I was sad before and how that turned out, like how well things have turned out now, or how much things got better after I started, changing my mind or changing my thought patterns, or like attempting to make things better for myself and what I can control. So I feel like within this message, this is kind of saying with this lineage of the rose, moved by the goddess here for this soul call and gather, you are being able to, like with the death and rebirth card that came out, you are literally shedding all the things that don't fit you anymore. And that can be very painful, especially like the further you go on in life, the more attached you feel to your life and to everything around you. Like if you have a significant other that you were with for a really long time, or if you had a job that you've been at for a really long time, or if you've fallen out with family members that you guys have been going back and forth for a long time, and this time it's finally over, you feel like there is just something with this reading that's like you felt like you took a loss, or that you felt like you failed. And just here to say, even if you did fail at something, it's okay. Like everything here is meant to teach you, as long as you're learning from your failures and moving forward, which it feels like you are, because the thorn, protection, boundaries, and clear communication with the lineage of the rose. I feel like honesty and accountability is what is being asked of you, and that's literally it. And it doesn't even have to be like just holding accountability to yourself if there's something that you feel like you did wrong, or even like holding yourself accountable for the way that you think about yourself. Because a lot of times the greatest people think the worst of themselves, and they think the best of everybody else around them, or you might not even think the best of everybody else around you, but you see the best in others before you see the best in yourself, and you put your faith in others before you put your faith in yourself and your intuition and your emotions and everything like that. So I think right now is a time for you to rest and recharge, and it's also a time for you to reflect on how your thinking patterns have been, and how you want your future to be moving forward. And this is a big thing right now too. Like I said, my videos are timeless, so maybe you're just going through a regenerative time right now in general. Like maybe it's one of your solar returns or something like that. So there's just this energy of like shedding all the old bullshit that you don't need, like whether that's, like I said, people, relationships, jobs, whatever it may be. Whatever you lost is okay, because you're going to be gaining something so much greater than what you had or what happened to you, if that makes any sense. Like within this turmoil, there's a big fat diamond for you. You just got to work your way out and through the turmoil and find the diamond that you genuinely are. Because protections, boundaries, and clear communication. Yeah. So like I said, there's a diamond within the turmoil. Funny I said that, because look at this card. It's just like it reminds me of a volcano, and all the, how when lava turns into like this kind of hard rock, but it's not hard yet, it's not completely hard yet, it's just mushy. And but it's like it reminds me, it's not turmoil necessarily, but it reminds me of what I'm picturing in my head. So I think that was funny that that's what this picture looks like. So there is, like I said, and it might not even be specific people. It may be a group of people, or like people at your job, or like an old situationship that's running their mouth about you to other people and making you look bad, like I kind of said at the beginning of this, you are learning through those experiences to not feed into bullshit, number one, and then set your own boundaries, number two, because this is something that needs to be done. You can't, and even if people are talking shit, this is what I always say: if you're talking shit about me to somebody and that other person believes you without having to come to me or without asking any other question, then that's fine. That person can believe whatever they want. It's none of my business. As long as you don't bring danger to me and my people, I really don't give a fuck about what you say. So it's literally just setting boundaries with yourself, which is what you're kind of learning to do. And this doesn't matter how old you are, guys. Like we're constantly learning on this planet. Everybody learns at different levels. It's fine. So you're learning to set boundaries with others about what you're doing for work or what you're doing in your relationships, or there's just this wall that's being put up around you, and it's not bad. It's more of like a protection barrier, because I feel like you, whoever you are, whoever I'm reading this for, like whoever this resonates with, you have this habit of letting people in too soon, or not even letting people in too soon, but I feel like it's a habit of seeing the best in everybody, which is unavoidable because I'm the same way. But you see the best in them and you get lost in that potential. And I think with, like, sometimes when you get lost in the potential, you stick around for longer than you really should. And this is that, like I said, I do the same thing. It's happened to me so many times. It takes time to understand, like, it's good to take things slow sometimes. You don't have to rush into things. And like I said, this could fit in with a job or with like a new bond or relationship that you're building with, or that you're trying to build with somebody. If you need time and space to yourself, then say that. If you need more attention, then say that. If you need reassurance, then ask for it, and then you guys can communicate about it back and forth. And this is one thing with, like, the vibe that I'm feeling from this. I feel like you're shedding your childish ways, if that makes any sense. And like I said, this doesn't matter how old you are, because we all have trauma that stems from our childhood, and it really affects the way that we act when we're adults. So serious, like, it's in our subconscious mind. So when we're going about as adults, we carry this, like, whatever your trauma is, everyone's different. You carry it with you in the back of your mind. It affects on how you act and how you perceive certain situations and things. So with that being said, I feel like you're shedding your childish habits and childish ways of looking at things. And you're being able to accept yourself for who you truly, genuinely are, like all of the parts of you that you've accumulated over time, the good and the bad, whatever you want to perceive them as, all of it. You're being able to absorb all of it and be able to love yourself. And with that comes setting boundaries with other people and setting standards on how you want your life to live, how you want your life to be lived, moving forward. We're going to pull some animal cards. I love these. Hello. The lion. Hold on. Let me cleanse these. I love the lion card though. So, immediately what I thought of that is like strength and pride. So, like I said, this energy, you are such a stubborn person. I feel like you're making it a little bit harder on yourself than you would to somebody else. Like if somebody else was going through what you're going through right now, you would not be like nearly as hard on them as you are being on yourself. And you may be the type of person to walk around and be like, yeah, no, I'm fine. No, I'm good. Thanks. But you're really not. I mean, it's not that you're not fine. I'm sorry. But you're really like putting up a front. This came out twice. So, counter malicious talk by casting its import from your mind. Like I said, okay, so I think this is trying to go back to the people in your life that are talking about you or like trying to ruin your reputation with the manta ray. Counter malicious talk by casting its import from your mind. The fox, your sharpened senses allow you to observe the actions of others. I know exactly. I feel it too. Listen to your intuition to receive a message from the world of spirit. Okay, so this is so perfect. I love how this falls together. Let me take a vape break. I'm going to show you all the cards as I read them, by the way. You're not missing a thing. So with these people that are talking about you, or with these people that are trying to diminish your reputation, don't fucking worry about them. Literally, they're just little roaches running around trying to get breadcrumbs from you, bitch. Okay? Don't pay no mind to them. So literally, that's all. Like, I have nothing else to say about that. That's all Spirit wants you to know. The people that are talking about you, like I said, my mindset for going into situations like that is just to not go into the situation. Because if you want to talk about me, babe, what did Eminem say? He said, "This is coming up in my head, but everybody wants to discuss me. So this must mean I'm disgusting. No matter how many fish in the sea, it would be so empty without me." That's the energy you got to carry, bitch. This looks like it. Come follow me. I've been referencing Eminem a lot in my videos, but yeah, that's the energy you have to carry, literally. Like, who cares if these people are talking about you? If you, like, listen to this. The people that I know for sure watch my channel, and even the newbies, hi, welcome if you're new. You guys are amazing. And the things that you're going for may be different. The way that you live your life is probably a lot different than the way that these people that are talking live their life. But let me tell you something. Your soul is so beautiful. Like, lineage of the goddess, literally, lineage of the rose. You are born to be great. You're born with so much potential. You're born with so much opportunity. Don't let people that see your light and are jealous of it make your light dimmer because they want to take it and they don't want you to shine as bright as you are supposed to. Shine your light brighter. Don't pay them any mind. That pisses them off even more than talking shit to them. I've noticed that. When you don't give them any kind of recognition, it pisses them off. Why aren't they paying attention to me? Why? Well, I did all this. I posted all this on my story about you, and I texted this person and I talked shit to you to this person. Why aren't they paying attention to me? Okay? Fuck them. Fuck them. Fuck them. Leave them where they made their bed. Let them lay in it, and that's it. Because the funny thing about people talking shit is that, like I said, if the other person is really that dumb to believe whatever the person is saying about you, even if a little bit of that is true, if they're willing to diminish your whole ideal of yourself just because of what one person said about you, eventually time will tell. Because the people that like to gossip and sit around and talk about everybody else, they always come out to be the people just like who they're talking shit about. And the people that they're talking shit about usually aren't even like how they say they are. So don't pay no mind to that, because the truth in time will come out, and everything will be out in the open, girl. That's what the Aquarius season is. Your sharpened senses allow you to observe the actions of others, and this comes on top of the lineage of the rose. So you are somebody who is very perceptive, and you're probably very empathetic as well. Like, you feel a lot more than others do, even if you don't put off the facade like you do. Maybe, like I said earlier, your energy is more somebody who sees everything and you feel everything, but you're more like, yeah, I'm good. You're more quiet into yourself, I feel like, with things that come like this, especially if it's like within your professional field, or with a friendship or anything like that. I feel like you're somebody who is more, okay, I'm gonna like think about this and think about how I'm gonna approach this. You're very logical minded, which is an amazing thing, because you're aware of your consequences, you're aware of your actions and where they can take you, you're aware of other people's actions and where, if you hang out with them, where that can take you. You're aware of everything. You consider everything. So with that being said, there's no need to worry about you picking the right people, or you picking the right job, or the right job opportunity coming to you, because you have such a keen intuition and like sense of your own self that whatever is happening right now, you're being swiftly guided by your higher self, or your inner self, or the self of you that exists beyond the physical body, to go to your highest reality and to fit into something that benefits your ideal lifestyle that you want to live. Even if you don't want to be like a multimillionaire, or you don't want to have like all of these luxury things, whatever your ideal life is, it's being able to be built by you. You just have to let all of this other shit go, and that's what you're in the process of doing right now. And then you have the Raven, listen to your intuition, which I was literally just talking about, to receive a message from the world of spirit. And then the Thorn, protection, boundaries, and clear communication, literally came out right on top of it. Let me show you these. The Raven is one of my favorite birds. Ravens and crows, peacocks, they're amazing. So I think the message for this, if you're not somebody who likes to meditate in the way of like just sitting down and breathing, then I would recommend doing something that takes your mind off of the physical world for a second. So if you like to go swimming, even though it's fucking freezing outside right now, swimming is always a good activity. Like if you have a hot tub or something, just kind of lay in there and swim around for a little bit. Or like working out is also something good. But if you don't like doing that stuff, you could, I don't know, like whatever, everyone's different, so I can't recommend all these things and then be like, yeah, but maybe painting, drawing, poetry, just something to be able to get your mind, like even a coloring book. Coloring books are so fun. You smoke a little bit, girl, blaze up. Don't smoke, then don't smoke, but do something that takes your mind off of thinking so much, because you think a lot. Like I said, you're strategic and you calculate everything that you're going to do and everything that everybody else is doing. That's just the kind of person you are. But right now, especially like if you're watching this video as it's being aired, then right now is a very beneficial time for you to take rest and nourish yourself, because the first 2 weeks of January were very chaotic and involving other people's energy, cutting other people off from last year. It's just been a whirlwind for some of us. So taking some much needed rest and self-care time is going to be beneficial for you, in the way of you're going to be able to see and feel and envision what you want your reality to look like moving forward, instead of you focusing so much on all the bullshit that's happening like in the present, or all the bullshit that's coming up from the past. Because with Mercury and Capricorn, there's a lot of needing to be grounded during this time and needing to secure yourself in the way of you knowing what you want to do moving forward, or having some idea of how you want your reality to look moving forward. So that's all it really is. Like just like grounding. Like I said, meditation is a big thing for me right now. I got into it, and then yoga, working out, just doing daily things that keep my body and my mind and my soul healthy and happy. It helps so much during times like this. Okay, my lovelies, and that is all that I have for you in today's reading. Okay, and I'll catch you on the next one.